Yeah, very big welcome to you, my dear Cancer. The sun is now in Sagittarius, giving the light to the moon, which is in your sign, and we're going to the right. So the 7th major arcana and the 14th major arcana, we see the blending of fire and water, and you have the water, you have the love, and here is the blending. So you go out successfully into the world with the love that you holding here deep in your guts. At the same time, you are called to blend it, to bring the fire into the water, the action into the water, into the love. The way here Temperance is doing it, the way Sagittarius is now giving you through the sun the opportunity to awaken yourself to this empowerment, to this I am shining a light to people. I am showing who I can be when I blend, when I am the guardian angel. The moon is the subconscious. The moon is always this deep within feeling that I get, and this feeling that you bring to the world is always love. A very deep love, a love that is not calculating, that is not thinking, because it's the 7, it's the crown chakra, it's the emotional intelligence. Meanwhile, here we have the 10, the Jupiter energy that is ruling Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is, of course, bringing you through Jupiter the action, the wheel of fortune, and the 4, the Emperor, also action, right? That's Aries. And so here the 14 turns into a 5, the 5 and the 7 is the 12, and the 12 is the Hanged Man. Sometimes we gotta let go, and in that letting go we find the 3, the Empress, Venus, becoming empowered and becoming clear in what you want to bring into this world, right? What you want to give birth to. The yoga position for Sagittarius, Paschimottanasana, the forward bend. Allow yourself to arrive and see that you are the guardian angel yourself. And you have here Ashvasanchalanasana, the horse, the chariot that we pull with the horses. You pull yourself. That's your physical body under the dome of here your lungs, because that's your body part. And so you see the message very clearly coming to you. Bring fire into the love, bring into the emotional intelligence, that aspect of you that knows that we have to blend. And that's an art here in your deck, right? Alicia Crowley brought here the art into the game. It is an art to blend. It is an art to know that we can mix the energies. You are the Queen of Cups, and if your birthday is between June 10th and July 12th, then is she your court card? If not, look in the description. I have listed all the dates for them there. You are the 4th zodiac sign, and as such connected to the 4th house of home and family. You love to do everything for the family, and as a Cancer, you are the one that is nurturing the relationships, that is nurturing all the people that you really love. And so here you are as the number 4 in the court card, right? Back to the last reading, where we had Scorpio Sun giving your Cancer Moon a second time the light, and that means you gotta listen to Scorpio. Scorpio is the intense aspect of emotions, deeper emotions, right? You're on the shore, and Scorpio is deep in the ocean. So Pluto in Aquarius said, one person can change the world. And Pluto in Aquarius was the title then, and Pluto moved from the 19th of November into Aquarius fully, and so the message was that you got yourself coming up through Aquarius. Here, the Chariot we see, and the Devil, Capricorn, which is opposite of you, which is giving you the light in your next full moon. And so one person can change the world is bringing you the inspiration to be an inspiration, right? And that you can change the world, and that you are going towards the full moon, which is in your next reading. So we are today looking at your court card, and of course at the High Priestess, because the moon is connected with Pisces. And so when we talk about the moon, we use, of course, the High Priestess, the intuition, and we're going to look at that. And we're going to look, of course, at your court card, right? It's important because that's your physical form, and we are going to look at the Chariot that you pull, that you bring out there. And so we begin. Here with the court card, you get as the first, the Tower. The Tower is that moment where you recognize things gotta go. The 4 and the 16 is the 20, and that's back to Pluto in Aquarius, right? Pluto is the 20, is the major arcana, the last judgment. And so you understand that that shift is bringing a big change, is bringing us an awareness that we need to listen to what needs to go, supposed to go. It's good that things go, otherwise it would be too cramped, too many people, too many buildings, too many of everything. Things need to go. But sometimes it's hard for us to understand and to let go. So the 16 becomes a 7. The 7 is the emotional intelligence that you have as a soul aspect. And the 7 and the 4 is the 11. So you can either get here an 11 or a 20. The 11 is a portal, and in that portal you recognize the healing in letting go. Then I want to see what is the Tower saying, and the Tower is bringing you Leo. And Leo comes after you, right? Leo is the empowerment of the fire aspect. And you see here Mars, the warrior. And Leo is a warrior, right? He kills. He does actually end lives because he needs to eat. And so you see that Leo is letting you know this is the path forward towards your full moon. Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun is gonna be in Capricorn, bringing you the light for your full moon. And you gotta see that you show yourself now under that influence of Capricorn. Capricorn, the devil, the attachments, but also the climbing up the ladder, and seeing that you integrate that into the way you bring this success, the emotional success, to the people. What is the Mother Peace Tarot saying? It's bringing you the Tower again to the right. The Tower to the right is pointing at here Leo. And so you see it's really clear, right? The 16 here, the Tower, things gotta go. And it's a 7-7 portal that is talking here to you. The 7-7 is 2 times you understand the creativity in how you become emotionally intelligent, right? Emotional intelligence is much more important than just being intelligent, right? So the emotions that you bring to the game, we get here a 7-7-7 portal, 3 times the 7. That is empowering you, that is bringing you Leo, that is bringing you the last animal of the fire signs, right? And I think that's the 12. The 12 is the Hanged Man, the 12 is Neptune, and Neptune is really love, right? And Leo is actually the 13th animal. So this is Scorpio leading back to Scorpio Sun, where the message was one person can change the world. So you embody Leo and let yourself be that person that can change the whole world. The lion is a master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with the keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. So understand that the message is very clear, that here Leo is leading the way, and you know that you will be in a 4-4 portal, in a 7-7 portal, because he's the 13 animal. The 13, the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 3, the Empress, creates the 4, the Emperor, the 4-4, and the 7-7. So empowering here, right, that you're getting this portal and that you know that things gotta go, and don't be afraid because Leo is here. Then we look at the High Priestess. The High Priestess is bringing you the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is really letting go of oppression. And oppression is always where we find Saturn. Saturn, the elder, Saturn, the father, the finger. Saturn here in Sagittarius. And so Sagittarius is letting you know, look deep into where you are blending or where you are controlled, suppressed, right, even. And this oppression or lord of oppression is intense because we have the 10 and the 2 is the 12, the Hanged Man. Again, let go, fall of the tower, and see that you can let go clearly, because here the 3 is appearing when we calculate the 12 together. The 3, the Empress, understand that you can create when you let go of things that don't work anymore. What is your deck bringing? You get the 9 of Wands. So here is Moon in Sagittarius, but it's the Sun in Sagittarius, right? So you have 19 Wands. And you have the Tower twice, right? That's Mars. That's intense. And so you see in the 19 the Sun, which is Sagittarius. Sometimes that's intense. Sagittarius is a strong energy that is pushing you forward. The 19 and the 2 is the 21. That's the world. Saturn in Sagittarius, right? And then the Moon. In your subconscious, you know things gotta go. You don't need to do this much. And the 21 turns into a 3 again. The Empress is here. What is the Mother Peace Tarot saying? You're getting the 4 of Swords to the right. The 4 of Swords is Jupiter in Libra. And Jupiter in Libra is bringing you the meditation. And you see here how she is sitting in this tent. And you have the 4 swords creating the sacred protection, right? And so here it's pointing to the 9 of Wands. So the 9 and the 4 is the 13. And the 13, again, the transformation comes through Leo, through that empowered strength. The 4 is left. You are left. The 4 is you as the 4th zodiac sign or as the emperor, right? As a soul aspect. And so meditate. See that the 10 and the 9 is the 19. When we then calculate it together, we get the 10 and the 4 is the 14. Sagittarius is letting you know, start blending masculine and feminine, right? And so the 14 and the 2 is the 16. Again, the Tower is appearing. Things gotta go. particularly doing too much. Become someone that meditates and become someone that listens to their intuition and follow that intuition clearly, right? And the 16, the 7 is left. You are left. You redefine yourself again and again and again. Now we look at the Chariot. And the Chariot is getting Leo. And Leo here is lust. Now Leo here is not the 8th major arcana, the 11th major arcana. So it's a portal. The 11th of July or the 7th of November as a date. See that Leo is leading the way. It's almost like he's saying, yes, you can open yourself up into the 11. The 11 is empowering, is the inner knowledge, is that portal, that 1-1 portal, is the creativity in that oneness that you can find by being majestic, by being united in this empowered energy. Then here the 11 we don't calculate together. What is Sagittarius saying? The 7 of stones are coming to you, and that's Saturn in Taurus. And Saturn in Taurus is saying, well, know that you've worked hard and know that you had the pleasure to create. And now you see the 7 and the 7 as a 7-7 portal again. Understand that, again, the emotional intelligence brings you the structures to build a house where you store the food, so in winter you not are gonna starve, right? And so here you're working hard on being who you are, and you have, Leo, the strength to create that. So again, we have the 11th of July or the 7th of November as a date, but here also we have a 7-7 portal. What is Leo saying? I'm just going to put this down for a moment. Leo is bringing you Aquarius, and Aquarius is opposite of Leo. They give each other the light for the full moon, and so we see here that Aquarius is talking from the last reading, right? That Pluto in Aquarius is bringing you become a star, integrate Leo, and know that when you integrate Leo, you integrate the wild side in you. And so here the 11 and of course the 17 creates a date, the 8th of November or the 11th of August, right? And so you see that here you can become a star. You are ready to accept it. So the 8 and the 7 is actually the 15, and 15 is Capricorn, your opposite sign. That's going to give you the light for your full moon. So you know that something is coming, which is in the next reading. What is Aquarius saying? Aquarius is bringing you the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is looking out for you. She is the 7th zodiac sign. So here there is a 17, here again there is a 7, and you had also the 7 of stones. So know that you prepared, know that you did everything to actually know that you are now going out into the light, that you're going into the full moon, that you're prepared, that you have the help of a Libra, and she is looking out for you. And you see here the 8 and the 7, again the 15, Capricorn, is going to give you the light for the full moon. And so the story is beautiful, right? So you have the 11, the 8 and the 7, the 15 calculated together, we get the 6, the self-love. So the 11th of June or the 6th of November could be also a date. So you are getting ready for your big event, right? And that's the full moon in the next reading. What is Libra saying? Libra is bringing you the Princess of Wands. And the Princess of Wands are all three fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is here through temperance. Sagittarius brings the fire, but you also have Leo here. Leo is the one that is the king of Wands, right? And so one is left, which is the Queen of Wands, which is Aries. Aries came through the four. The four is, of course, then the Emperor, but she's looking at them, and Aries is opposite of Libra, and so maybe she sees that, right? She is letting you know this young generation is ready to take action. This young generation is ready to do what needs to be done, right? And also they don't want any oppression anymore. They're ready to create a new paradigm, and you can see that in your meditation. So here we see the succession here, right? The 11, the 17, the 7, and the 3. The 7 and the 3 is a 10. The 10 and the 8 is the 18. Deep in your subconscious, you know that something is changing. The 18th of November, right? That's when Pluto then was the last time in Capricorn, and Capricorn is your opposite sign, so it's very linked to you. And so you see that the message is clear that now a new paradigm is coming, that Pluto now is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is an air sign, and through the air we can see and know the things from the way the thoughts come to us. And so this is the message here through Leo. Now, Leo, and of course the 7 of Stones, right? That's the main energy here. We look at the 7-7 and the 11. We have one more card, which is the Mother Piece Tarot, and it's the Daughter of Swords, and the Daughter of Swords are all 3 air signs. And all 3 air signs is Gemini, then of course Libra. Libra came up here as the Queen of Swords, right? And also Aquarius came up as Aquarius, as the soul. So you're gonna see that here these 3 zodiac signs are gonna help you to create what you want to create, because the 7 and the 3 is the 10. The 10 and the 7 is the 17. Aquarius is gonna help you to look deeper into what is now wanting to be expressed through you, right? What needs to go through the 2 towers, and what needs to come into this life, right? Through Leo, through that lion energy, through that intuition that you find in your meditation. And so here you see you are recognizing the 11, the 7-7, and the 3. The 3 is the Empress, the 3 is Venus, and Venus is beauty. But of course we can calculate the 10 and the 7, the 17, the 8, and the 11 again is the 19. And the 19, that's the Sun. Become aware of how the Sun is giving you the light, because in the next reading Capricorn is going to give you the light for your full moon. And so you understand that this is a preparation for the next reading, where you're going to be in the full moon, in the glorious understanding that Capricorn helps you through its structures, through its climbing up the ladder into success. And I think that's where you are gonna roar, right? You're gonna roar your success out there, and you're gonna know that you have the 4 of Swords, that's the Emperor as well. The Emperor knows that he finds deep within himself always the understanding that everything looked from above is not as scary. Everything seen from above, from a higher perspective, is actually leading to wisdom. So I hope I see you in the next reading. That's when you get your full moon. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.